Welcome to Chisel Compass, where deep-rooted wisdom meets the crossroads of faith, entrepreneurship, and mindset. I'm the real Jason Duncan, and he's Dr. Justin Moseley, the Mindset Doctor. And we're here to help you refine your vision and navigate life's toughest challenges with purpose-driven strategies and real-world insights. Each episode, we're going to dive into faith-driven leadership, business growth, personal development, and the mindset shifts that drive lasting success. Now, whether you're building your business, enhancing your leadership skills, or pursuing personal growth, this podcast equips you with the tools and perspectives you need to lead with conviction and live with impact. This isn't just about where you're going, it's how you get there. So let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Chisel and Compass. Welcome to Chisel and Compass. I am one of your hosts. I am the real Jason Duncan, and sitting right there is Dr. Justin Moseley, the Mindset Doctor. And we're excited to have you with us on this podcast. It's a brand new show that we're putting together to discuss the intersection between mindset, faith, and business, because both of us as entrepreneurs are very dedicated to understanding deeply how mindset works and how it affects us from a business perspective, etc. And he, as the Mindset Doctor, has helped me a lot as a good friend of mine over the past several years figuring out mindset. And so we've decided, we've been talking about doing this for a while, that we're going to put together a show that talks about this, but not just mindset from the universe perspective, but like who's really behind this, and that's God, the God of the universe, Yahweh. And we're going to be talking about Him. We're going to be talking about everything that relates to that, mindset, business, and faith. And I'm glad to be alongside my co-host, the Mindset Doctor.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this. And I mean, you had this idea to do this together because too many gurus, from Napoleon Hill to Bob Proctor, they mention God or the universe, but nobody mentions Jesus. And they all talk about faith and how faith is important in success, but not getting really true to what is the root of, what is their faith rooted in. So I think we're going to put our perspective around believers. What do we look at when it comes to our faith in business? Because too many people, I think, as believers, shy away from mindset work, or whether it's meditation or affirmations or visualization, all those principles, because they think it's new age and I need to stay away from that because of my faith. But I think we found a unique way to blend our faith into those principles.
Well, you and I, as friends, we've known this, we've been talking about this a while. I remember when the movie came out in 06, 07,
Yep.
and I was still too steeped in my religious upbringing to allow myself to get into that, because I thought, not that I thought it was wrong, I just thought, that's a little too far into the New Age realm, I can't do
Right.
it. So I didn't read The Secret until, I guess it was last year. I read it for the first time, and it really opened my mind up to how God has created our brains and our minds to work. And over that last year and a half or so that I've been into this, man, it's really opened up my mind to this. And this show is not about The Secret. We are going to talk about that for sure.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the law of attraction, which is The Secret, the law of vibration. But there's lots of other things that God wove into the tapestry of who we are in our human experience that allows us to do that. And I think you and I are going to have a good time talking about this. So besides that, why do you think listeners should be tuning in to Chisel and Compass?
Yeah, I think one, because we do love helping people achieve success in life, and I think ultimately your other show is all about success. Everybody defines that differently, but I think tapping into really rooting into what true success is, not monetary, not what the world's success is, but what God says success is, and how to blend that into your business, into life, in every aspect. And I think of stuff like The Secret. A lot of those principles that are taught are biblical principles, but they're just taking it out of context from the Bible and teaching it as a principle. We want to blend it back into, okay, what are the actual biblical principles that apply to these concepts that are being taught?
And the name Chisel and Compass, we thought about long and hard about what to name this show. And we probably talked about this for weeks.
Right.
Like, how do we name it? And we even came into last week thinking we were going to record the first 2 episodes and not know what we were going to call it. And because it'll probably be a while before we release this. But we came to Chisel and Compass thanks in part due to ChatGPT helping us ideate and come up with this. But chisel and compass really refers to the fact that we're chiseling away at what we don't want in our life to reveal what we do want. And that's what a chisel is designed for, is you cut away what shouldn't be there to reveal what is and what should be, what was designed. And the compass, our true north, where we're heading, where we're wanting to go. And for you and me, as followers of Jesus, Jesus is our true north. And we want to chisel away everything that doesn't reveal who he wants us to be.
Yeah, and that's important, that true north. Not just north of what I think I want, but getting that true north. Dial in the compass there, chisel away everything else, you'll be on the right path.
You know, speaking of chisels, as you know, I just moved into a new house, not a new house, a 60-year-old house that my grandfather built. And I put in new door handles everywhere across the house. And I was putting in some of the digital locks, Bluetooth and fingerprint recognition, all that stuff. Well, this old house wasn't prepared for this new technology. So I literally had to use chisels. And my dad brought over a chisel set. I didn't own a chisel set. And I'm using this chisel set to put in this deadbolt because the door frame didn't even have a spot for it. And I had to chisel through the door frame into the 2x4 to make an opening for that. And as I'm using it, knowing, and this was just the other day, I think it was Sunday, Sunday, just two or 3 days ago, and I'm chiseling and I'm going, well, I have not used a chisel in years, and we named the show Chisel Compass. Here I'm using, and it came real to me. It's like, oh, I'm chiseling away the wood that shouldn't be there so that my lock can go in and create. So I think that name, Chisel and Compass, that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to do this with you as a good friend of mine, and why should people tune in and listen to this?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is what mindset and these principles have done for us to have success in life and business and everything. It's been a journey for us, and we want to share what we've learned and our perspective and our principles. And I think this is a conversation that's missing in the world right now. You take the principles outside of the Bible and teach them in a different way, but I think we're going to bring back to, no, these principles, if you apply these principles through the lens of what does the Bible say, life is going to change forever.
We wrote down some stuff about what this show really is going to be about, and what we want to do is we want to bring. This is mostly going to be conversational between you and me. Occasionally, we're going to bring in guests. We also may do analysis of other videos. React to people like Bob Proctor, who we're both big fans of. Napoleon Hill, Florence Shin, which I think you had not heard of her until I just stumbled across her, and she's got some great stuff, and Dolores Cannon, all these books and these gurus in that space. I think we're going to shine a light on them that's a little different. We're not going to disagree with them, but I think we're going to widen what that is. So as listeners listen to this, they're going to be exposed to a wealth of different perspectives on what this really means to have a mindset affect your reality. So I think if you're interested in that, that's what this is going to be about, and it's going to be about inspiration and education. And we want to really create a community of people who, you don't have to be a follower of Jesus to enjoy or listen to this show. I think what you're going to see is a reality that's revealed through these discussions. And I'm first to say, man, I don't know everything. I don't know it all. But I think between the two of us, I think we're going to chisel away what shouldn't be there to reveal what really, really is.
Yeah, we're going to bridge the gap where people think at one time was woo-woo and out there to now, science is proving a lot of this stuff. So we're going to bring our own mindset and how we shifted our perspective to understand these principles in a way that is through the lens of our faith.
Yeah, that's right. So I invite you, if you're listening to episode 0 of Chisel and Compass, to continue to listen. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be posting this on all major podcast players and YouTube, so you'll be able to check it out on YouTube. We're going to have this out there for you. If you've got content ideas, we're going to have a spot for you in the show notes where you can submit content ideas, things for us to talk about. But we're very happy that you're tuned in and listening to this. I am the real Jason Duncan.
Dr. Justin Moseley.
And we'll see you on episode 1 very shortly. That's a wrap on Chisel and Compass for today. For show notes, resources, and more, hit up chiselandcompass.com and follow us on social media. You can find me at The Real Jason Duncan, and you can find Justin at Dr. Justin Moseley. Until next time, keep your chisel sharp, your compass true, and never stop building what matters. This is Chisel and Compass.